Hello my G's, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. Gamalam Gupumelela Goduga, aka Nondi Goduga, aka The Gods Wamgelegile Eshugushuguma. I do hope you click the subscribe button and stay a while. Well guys, this is a vlog actually, but a different sort of vlog, a different style of vlog. As per you guys' request, I had asked you guys on Instagram what you'd like to see more of on my channel, and you guys said get ready with me. GRWM. Yeah, that's the acronym. So this is me giving the people what they want, and then of course I'll be chit-chatting with you guys, just a little chin wag as the British babes call it, a little chin wag with you guys, just catch up with you guys. We haven't spoken much this year, so yeah. And then obviously I'll be doing my face, just a simple everyday look. It could be an everyday look if it believes in itself. If you'd like to see what I'll be getting up to or what I'll be doing to my face and talking about, please stay tuned. Not really going to be a tutorial, like I said. I want it to be a chit chat, get ready with me. So the first thing, guys, I wanted to talk about or say before anything, I'm going to put this in my crease and a little bit above. As you guys know, I've got a hooded eye, so I have to lift my eye up anyway. The first thing I want to talk about was just to say thank you guys so much. Like, I don't take you guys' support for granted. Without you, I would honestly cease to exist. The channel would cease to exist, guys. I'm happy about my growth. I'm happy about my growth in the year 2020. And that's just a matter of you guys and the fact that I was able to be consistent because of lockdown and all that stuff. Yeah, well, I'm just hoping the channel will just go from strength to strength. Yeah, well, in as far as you guys know that I can't be on the channel as frequently as I was, primarily because school takes precedence above and beyond everything. And then guys, there will be zero eye contact in this video. I hope you don't mind. I asked you guys on Instagram what you guys would like to see more of, and hence the get ready with me today. You guys said you wanted to see more get ready with me, and just another thing you guys wanted to see makeup tutorials. I won't necessarily have tutorials, guys, so just watch me do, because like I said, this is uncharted ground for me. I can't teach people makeup because I myself am a student, so it's going to be a futile exercise, but we can try. We can all try. Whatever you take from me, you take. What you don't need, you can find, or what I can't teach you, you can find from the million makeup YouTubers that are on YouTube. Yeah, well, so we're just going to blend that. And then you guys said you wanted more hauls, and that is something we've already spoken about. Cheletayo. Cheletayo for Rimbasha, guys, this year. Honestly, I've done the most. I feel like I've done the most, and anything beyond that will just be glad to me. There will be far and few in between. Like, my shopping is going to be very spread out, primarily because I don't want to just by nature. If I like something and I'm like, oh, okay, no, this is not bad, and I don't have anything like it in my closet, I'm most definitely going to buy it. Yeah, well, as it stands now, I'm throwing it out to the universe. My sports scene cart is beaming to this, is filled to this, is filled to the brim. That's English. It's filled to the brim. Yeah, well. And God needs to make a plan. And in like I'm the beginner when it comes to athleisure and sports since the beginner after I bought the Air Force One. So now I want things to match. I'm like, oh, I want socks. Oh, I want tights. Oh, I want a top. Oh, I want a crop top. Yeah, well. So I tell you, notorious be IG, more money, more problems. Yeah, let's get on. Yeah, well. So I'm just deepening my crease, as you guys can see, and blending it out as I go. Yeah, well. But I can't have like entire holes, guys, like I used to when the channel began. What I will do though is include the holes of the stuff that I buy in my vlogs. As I said, I'm committing myself to vlogging if and when I can vlog. It's just easier on me, and it just makes more sense for my new life, so to speak, because life changes every single second. So like I said, I'm dipping into ginger with just a small fluffy brush to blend out. Don't bring it too high, guys. Low mistake. There must be room between your eyebrow and your eyeshadow so that you can look human and not look like a clown. And you guys said you wanted to see you missed my plus size fashion tips. I feel like by the virtue of me vlogging and showing you what I'm wearing for the day is more effective. It's a more effective way of me sharing my style tips in terms of how I put things together as a fat girl and stuff like that. I feel like seeing things in action, or how they actually happen, and me wearing them out and how I carry myself and stuff like that is more effective. So that is why I'm very emphatic on sharing prior to me putting it on or going out my outfit of the day. So that's how I share my style tips. And then you guys, the resounding response was basically, you guys, I should just keep on keeping on. I should keep on keeping on. So we're just gonna go back and forth because everything I do is amazing. And thank you so much, guys. Like, you guys don't know how much you've helped me, and I've spoken about this so many times. Like, you guys have helped me deal, and you guys know this is not a sad vlog. We're no longer sad. It's a month's birthday month. We're gonna do the most. Yeah, well, February is the month of love. You're in the month, guys. And yeah, man, I'm going to be cutting my crease, okay? But the problem is with cutting my crease, I'm just going to cut a crease, and I need to do it standing up so that it's about symmetrical. And so that means basically I'm gonna pause you guys and then come back when I finish cutting my crease. But anyway, guys, new year, new me. Everyone is like been putting out videos about oh, this year and like beginning of the year type of thing. And now because it damp and the a wet wipe. And I didn't bring tissue. Alright, I just want to blend out. I saw some harshness coming through. So people are putting out, which is all good and well, you know what I mean. But I just believe this whole New Year's resolution on the 1st of January, more specifically, thing is a gimmick. Yeah, well, same way as Valentine's Day. It's just people trying to secure their bag, you know what I mean. It's just people trying to secure their bag, and I'm not anybody to judge about securing their bags. Yeah, well, but I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but if you wait until the 1st of January of whatever year to change your life or to resolute your life, then I'm afraid to say you're not serious. Like, I'm honestly saying this with the utmost respect, and it comes from a very big place. I mean, a very good place. If you wait for the 1st of January to resolute your life or want to change your life, then you're not serious. I say this, I really need to put down these makeup brushes so we can talk manyan. That's not my anyway. Yeah, well, we're on God's time, and yeah, well, I say this time and time again, it's never too late to start over, guys. And you can rebrand as many times necessary. The reason I cherish Mondays is because this might be a bit contradictory, but the reason I cherish Mondays is because it's another chance to start over. You don't have to wait an entire cycle or an entire year or an entire month to start over. Yes, this week might have been horrible, and I'm taking my stride and I'm identifying the problem areas, and the following Monday I can fix them. I understand a certain comfort in terms of waiting for the 1st of January, in terms of tracking your progress. Like, oh, it's much more easier to say I started something on the 1st of January and now it's the 31st of December, and over a period of 12 months, this is what I was able to achieve. Yeah, well, but 12 months will come around. It's one cycle. Even if you start on the 5th of March, even if you start on the 4th of October, even if you start on the 27th of March, it's still going to go back to the 27th of March. So what I'm trying to say is that there's no time like the present, guys. If, like, for me personally, like I said, rebrand as many times as necessary. If I need to rebrand from week to week to week to week, that's what I do. If this week I'm hooking up with my friends and I'm going to be drinking and be shit-faced, that's what I do. But if I know the following week I need to be an A student, I rebrand as an A student. And I differentiate or separate my two lives because the other does not need the other. Yeah, bro. So what I'm basically trying to say is that yes, planning your life is very important, but do not put a time. Do not put a time about I'm going to start something on the 1st of January. For instance, I only speak for myself primarily because I'm only qualified to speak on my life. Yeah, well, if I had waited for the 1st of January to apply for my LLB degree, a whole year I would have sat. Waiting for my reply to go in the other year. So October, I put in my application. I remember on my birthday, 4th of October, Mom's like, what do you want? I'm like, just wanting to apply for the LLB. Yeah. She's like, oh, yeah, from January until then. One important thing in life: don't compete. Don't look at other people, what other people are doing. Don't compete with yourself. I cannot be doing the same thing that you were doing last year. I think you guys better take a notebook because we are in church. I'm taking it to church. I'm joking, guys. Yeah, well, but on a serious note, guys, the minute you so this was a get ready with me. The minute you limit yourself because you're like, oh my gosh, the year 2022 is going to be a better year because 2021 is already tainted by whatever reason it was tainted and stuff like that. Yeah, you're playing yourself, guys. You're not playing anyone else. You're playing yourself. Yeah, well. So, in as far as I was saying, guys, now I can't have like a new year. Maybe that also influenced my thinking. But experiences mold you. I can't plan for January. I can't plan for February because I'm still in academic year 2020. Yeah, well. So, it's the same way if I had registered already. I would have only going to register in March. So, January for me is never an important month. I'm just grateful to God that obviously and obviously I can yes some more. Do you know what I mean? I can smash my goals some more. But Nyan, guys, I just believe time is a social construct. You are on your own timeline. You are on your own timeline. Yeah, well, and that's, oh shit, guys. This is the color that I'm using for, it looks pink, but it's actually like a nude, as you guys can see on my thing. On my lid color. Yeah, well. And I'm just slightly packing it on. I don't want it to crumble. Yeah, well. And this is like a cheapy palette, so. But I love it so much because it just gives me so much variety. And I have nothing like it. Ever. So if you didn't have the New Year's resolutions, don't feel bad about it. And 2020 also showed us that, yeah, you plan and God loves. God like, yo, Aisha, nyan. Oh, yeah, well. It's like people who are saying, but I want to buy a house this year. I want to buy a car this year. I saw a very important post on Instagram. Yeah, the social media has got us so fucked up, for lack of a better word. We end up wanting things that other people are posting, and we sifuna ibezeze, like we want to make other people's goals our goals. Yeah, well. I can't afford a car at this point because I'm a full-time student. I can't afford a house at this point. Yes, that's part of my bigger goal in life when I'm in the position to. But why must I feel bad if 2021 ends and I don't have a house and I don't have a car? Why should it end? People who I feel put unnecessary pressure just generally will be like, I'm manifesting a car. I'm manifesting a car. Those are people who have good credit and have a steady income and qualify to get a car. Because more chances than not, cars are bought on credit. That's one thing I know for a fact. Unless you have 150,000, 250,000 just sitting, which you have saved, and you decide you're going to buy a car cash. Yeah, but I'm just going to manifest on Monday and then Saturday and have money more. Nani, guys, like I said to you guys in my video about after my birthday, but my life lessons, take everything with a pinch of salt. They don't know any pressure, but oh, my killer no moto, manifest it, I'm manifest. Be realistic. Be realistic. Yes, God is a God of miracles and will make anything happen, but be realistic, guys. Be realistic. Going into the next part of what I wanted to talk about. Basically, my goals, so to speak, for the year 2021. Not that I'm limited to anything that comes and is extra. I will say thank you, God. Staying alive is at the top of it all, guys. Being vigilant and cautious because we're still in a panoramic, still in a Panasonic. Do you know what I mean? So it's staying alive, praying every day, God, so long as you have purpose, you have life. Drive me. Order my steps to my purpose. Use me, God. Make me a channel. Do you know what I mean? Those are things that are within my reach and things that I want. Do you know what I mean? And the most important thing at this point in time is school for me. I need to knock it out the park. So when I apply for jobs, those are things that I want for myself at this point in time. The cars are gonna come. The house is gonna come. Marriage, kids, everything everyone wants is going to come. But when the time is right, the Lord will make it happen. The only reason I'm hopping on about this, guys, is the fact that we put ourselves under so much pressure. Singayazi nyani. Umuntu uzawuposta about, oh my gosh, uthenge 5 acres of land. And imagine. The next thing the next person gonna do is gonna write goals. And imagine you don't know. So again, take everything with a pinch of salt. So this year I need to keep my head down and do my work. More so than any other year. More so than any other year. This is the year of reckoning. Yeah, boy. And with having decided that for myself, a lot of things have to change in my life. Yeah, boy. Obviously, I need to have leisurely time because I'm going to lose my mind. Because I am a lady of leisure. You know what I mean? But those times will be controlled by effort. Yeah, boy. And I'm okay. I'm ready for the challenge and I'm okay with it. Nothing under the sun is new, guys. Nothing under the sun is new. And I've done it all. Kage. It's kind of say you're using on. Yeah, but now that our eyes look very pretty, I'm happy. I'm going to show you guys how I take it up a notch. You could wear this as an everyday look to, I don't know where the hell you're going with this eye. But you're going somewhere. You could wear it as an everyday look, but just not cut your crease and just place the eyeshadow. I think I had the same look for bugs. Just these shadows work so well together and I absolutely love them. So I'm going to grab my brush. Nails lip brush, guys. Then I'm going to take a bit of setting powder. Then I'm going to spray that. Then I'm going to dip it into the color called Goldie. You guys can see. Then you are going to look down and then try and do that. Don't know how I'm going to explain it. Oh guys, which brings me to my next point of health. Healthcare encompasses mental and physical health. Yeah, well guys, I think you guys might have noticed that I share a lot of my eating habits with you guys, primarily the good eating habits. I'm not hiding anything, but the one thing you guys need to understand is the fact that I'm not on a diet. The reason I choose to take or make healthier choices with my food is because, like I said, obviously you guys know that I'm a full-time student and I need all the energy that I can garner, guys. All the energy. And truth be spoken, guys, if you're going to be eating shit every single day of your life, you're going to end up looking like shit. Or feeling like shit, rather. You're going to end up feeling like shit. And a lot of things. You're going to miss a lot of things. Because we're not uhlele. So what I'm going to do just to clean it up is dip into my other color and just clean it up. And sort of blend it. So, guys, the one thing I don't do in life, just generally in life, is to snitch. But I also know the truth and I also know what I need to do. I know what the right thing to do is. Yeah, well, if I want to go out now and go have a slice of cake, I'm going to do that. Because I know the whole week I've been in the house and I've been eating properly. Do you know what I mean? cook everything myself. No added oil, no added stuff that is not supposed to be there and stuff like that. I don't want to come across as a, oh my gosh, I've changed my life and stuff like that, but the evidence is there. Do you know what I mean? There was a time where I used to drink every day in my life. Obviously every day. Ndizawutya ii-sausages zakomen's nombengo nezonke anisele neecoke nithini. Yabo? It's about the everyday decisions that you make as a person. Yabo? For me, I told you guys I'm addicted to sugar, and that's something I'm working on. Yeah, I need to stop saying that. Yeah, Coke, for example, I've swapped it out for the sugar-free option. Yeah, oh my God, and the cartons of Kalango. Yeah, you're on. Yeah, you on. I've swapped out my Coke to sugar-free. I don't eat carbohydrates. Oh, you know, hang ten. My lash fell and I opened a new pack of Mimikyus. Let me actually just put glue on it so while it dries, I fix this thing. So I was still saying it, guys. I really hope I'm not being repetitive. Multitasking and doing stuff. Oh guys, I was just saying it's about the little choices that you make in your life. For me, it was never about losing weight. I mean, can't buy clothing in a size 48 only for me to turn around and say I want to lose weight. That's not the case. I just need to clear my skin and just be healthier. I'm 33 this year, guys. I don't want to be tired. I don't want to not be able to go to school, go up 6 flights of stairs because our elevators don't work. I don't want those things because in front of abantwana, yabo. So andifuna ucacwa hey umdala sana lo sisi yabona loo nto andizifuna zaa zinto sijongisayo ekugqibeleni, yabo. So for me, health is wealth at this point in my life. If I want to stuff my face because of ovulation, I'm not going to feel bad. I'm not going to chastise myself. I'm going to do exactly that, but I know, or if I want to do whatever the case is, I'm open or I'm able to do it, yabo. And it's niche, but just the small things, guys, just the small changes, yabo. The weight loss is just for me a byproduct. Me juicing, not juicing, me smoothing and having muesli and having more fiber into my, adding more fiber into my diet. And don't constipation more than anything. Then and that was just a direct result of me not eating well. Yeah, but let me put on some eyeliner. A direct result of me not eating well. Goku. And I think this is the most underrated thing, and that is regular bowel movement. And if you don't go to the toilet regularly, guys, you end up being a nasty person because you're literally full of shit. Literally, there's no other way for me to put it. So this is just black eyeliner, and I don't do wing liner, guys. I just put something there to conceal the lash band. Yeah, well. So every morning, go regular, guys. Most underrated thing in the whole wide world, but it's so important. So introducing greens and more water. I put a bit of lemon juice in my water because anyone who lives in China will tell you that Amasamondi are rank. I live on a farm. We've had borehole water all our life. That is better than the shit that we have out of the tap here. So always cold. Don't care how cold it is outside. And with lemon juice. Ever. And of course, the biggest stride that I've made in my life in terms of my health is not drinking alcohol as much as I used to. Now, if I want to go out for a burger and I want to have a salve, I'll definitely have a salve. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not taking it to the top floor anymore. I'm not saying it's water on the top floor. I must have a healthy relationship with alcohol. Alcohol is gonna run me because I am susceptible to alcoholism. Because my grandfather was an alcoholic and apparently it's hereditary. You know what I mean? So I need to be mindful about things like that. Which brings me to my mental health thing, guys. I'm not gonna say I'm someone who has mental health issues or stuff like that, you know what I mean? But who does and who does not. I feel like 2020 evoked things basically dormant, guys, in all of us, you know what I mean? Especially anxiety and depression and loneliness, all of those things. Yeah, well, because is a social being, and now having to be alone, not able to see family, was just a matter of the theory of Charles Darwin and survival of the fittest. I feel like only the fittest was able to survive, in all honesty. Yeah, well, I think I'm just plain old sabotaging myself, trying to stick on the lashes while I'm talking. But we are gonna do what needs to be done. Yeah, well, guys, because I've made a decision for myself in terms of not drinking as many glasses of alcohol that I used to, or take as much alcohol as I used to, is honestly a matter of my mental health and mental state, and because I know a lot of you can relate or will agree. This is the reason why, guys, I will always use clear lash glue, because aglulang too. So when it dries clear. So because now guys, a lot of the people I used to be friends with, in fact, because of Kasasel, which is okay, because I remember when I used to work at SAB, I was friends with the whole entire town because of that. Yeah, well, and those are just the things you realize as you grow older. But people are only friends with you majority of the time for their own convenience. Yes, they might be good friends to you too, but how are they benefiting from being a friend, type of thing? Yeah, well, I'm not crying. I'm not. And I've encountered the worst loss of life. Yeah, well, so losing friends for me is, especially now. Yes, obviously when I was young, it was stuff like that. But, and then I was chilling, but there was never a point in my life when I didn't have friends. Yeah, well. But it's a matter of, you will lose people because you want to be a different person. That's just the reality of it all, and then there's nothing you can do about it. I'm just gonna wait for this eyelash glue to dry a bit. Don't worry, guys. I know it looks very awkward, but we're gonna move on to my face now. You're gonna lose people, guys, because you've decided for yourself. But in fact, this is no longer how I want to live my life, and I want to change certain things about aspects of my life. So I'm just saying this to say that you need to be able to be on your own and make decisions for yourself besides anybody else. Yeah, well. And there was a very important post that I saw on Instagram. It was a tweet, but obviously they shared it on Instagram. Yeah, well. People think loving yourself or self-awareness is about bubble baths and taking solo trips or going on solo dates or stuff like that, when in actual fact it's about self-discipline, and it's much more harder than that type of thing. So it's something that's difficult, the introspection, but it needs to be done, and it's obviously very difficult, guys, especially if you're doing it right. Just know that you will lose friends, and a lot of things are going to change in your life, but yeah, that is just God making room for better things and for you to grow. That's what growth is. It's very uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. I'm not going to close this window. This curtain's annoying. Oh, terms of traveling. This year was supposed to be my year of traveling, as was supposed to be last year. But, okay, unfortunately, pandemic. And this year I was gonna risk it because we are open to travel leisurely, but I think I'm not gonna travel internationally this year unless the vaccine is foolproof and they open up the road. We don't have to wear masks and all that stuff, because I don't want to be in Dubai and having to stand 20 meters apart from my friends or myself, because maybe I might be going alone, whatever the case is. Just the restrictions, guys. I don't want to spend money when I can just wait, because nothing's going anywhere, guys. Yeah, well, nothing is going anywhere. I'm just gonna wait, guys. I don't want to be in Mars twice go 7 but because of restrictions. I'd rather just wait. I want to see if this thing is blended. I'd much rather just wait until the whole world is open again. So the next thing that I want to do now is grab my concealer brush that I use to cut my crease and grab some concealer and pump it out. Like I said, guys, this thing is very, very light, so what I do is take a little, the smallest bit, and put it right here. A little goes a long way, and then put here. Okay, I'm not doing the underpaint method because I interchange. That I told you takes 20,000 years because of blending, and I just want to chat to you guys and go out for a cup of coffee. Nothing major. Didn't try to, yeah. And then just, I don't want a lot of this because it won't say so cascade readiness at the time I used it. So I'm gonna go back into my cool tan and get some of that and then just put it over here. I don't like how I did my nose, and I don't like putting a lot of concealer, I've decided, on my forehead because yes, it's just not, I'm not unvibing now, yo. So the next thing, guys, I wanted to talk to you about was my love life, my non-existent love life. Where do I start? Actually, guys, you guys know that I've been single for quite some time now, and babalika amayamachita. And you guys know what I mean by amayamachita, because we weren't necessarily dating, we're just seeing each other, and obviously it didn't work out. But there's no love lost, but bad blood, I can't. Yeah, well, and to a certain extent, I'm gonna wait for this to sit a bit. To a certain extent, I am grateful to God for everything, obviously, but I don't know which way to phrase this so that it can make sense to you guys, because obviously in my head it makes a lot of sense. I'm grateful to God that I have not found my one, like my husband or my soulmate and stuff like that. Of course, every guy that a person meets is their soulmate, especially at our age. Who was my man soulmate time? Yeah, I've met a lot of great guys. I don't want to lie, guys. Like, my relationships haven't been bad. Like, they haven't been bad, but it's just obviously wanted different things, and you know what I mean. I've had very loving relationships, but it's always been me wanting more. Yeah, well, and hence I think it ties into my entire life. Yeah, well, but I've always wanted more. Hence, I'm like, I need to make a sacrifice and go back to school because I want to be a lawyer. I want to be an attorney. Yeah, well, I don't know how that is going to pan out or end up, but I feel so okay with where I am right now, guys. Like, you guys might think I'm just being cliche because I've made a decision and I have to live with it, but I've never been so satisfied in my life, ever, guys. And this is 33 years of my life. Like, every single day I feel like I'm making the right decision, or I've made the right decision. And let me contour for the fun of it. So I'm just gonna use my mahogany from LA Girl as well, just a bit, guys. Can't need your back, listen. Never. I've never been so satisfied in my life, ever. So it's always been a matter of I've always wanted, most of the time I've wanted more, out of my relationships. And like, going back to my initial point of saying that I'm grateful. I first plane out my contact. I just feel like, guys, for starters, I have been a work in progress. I still am. Yeah, well, and the last thing I want to do with someone, I don't want to grow with someone. I know this sounds very bad or because I'm not where I once was, and because now I have a roadmap of where I'm going, or have an idea of where I'm going, I'm judging other people. No, guys, I don't want to grow with someone. I want to build with someone. I feel like I'm a ready-made product. Yeah, well, yes, and they are shorter here and there that I'm willing to work on. Do you know what I mean? But I don't want to bring up someone or grow with someone because I go stuck. And time and time again, we've seen that. The next thing, 8 years, 2 months later, someone he's ready to build with versus growing with. They're very willing to die. Yes, these things are interchangeable, but for me, I had to separate them in order to understand what I want for myself. Yeah, well, there's many guys that I've dated growing up. Yeah, well, not many, actually. Quite the contrary. There's a number of guys that I've dated. Yeah, well, and when I sit down now and I'm introspecting, I'm like, oh, what could I have done differently and stuff like that. And maybe I gave up on relationships too soon. Yeah, well, because that's the one issue my mom used to have with me. That's something I'm working on. Yeah, but I always believe, you know what the right thing to do is. So why did you in the first place? But anyway, that's a conversation that I will be having with you guys very soon. Yeah, so yeah, guys, because it's been such a long conversation. But anyway, guys, my point is that the reason I have not met the one or married at this point, I have identified as the fact that I have not been exposed. I have not been moving in the circles where the sort of caliber of man that I want is in. That is a mouthful, but I'll repeat it for you. The reason I have not met my match is because I have not moved or been introduced into the circle in which the caliber of man that I want is in. And that's as simple as it is. Yes, I've been exposed, guys. And when I speak of a caliber, guys, I don't speak of a rich man. I don't speak of a rich man. More than begging a rich husband for me, it's about me and my bag. Which is another reason why I'm not married. And the phone land. We must be not even equals. Certain things will be done by you, certain things will be done by me. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to a household. Yeah, well, one of the reasons the guy I was seeing recently and I didn't work is because, for starters, he's a little bit younger than me. He's got a little bit of growing to do, which is the growing that I don't want to be part of. Yeah, but he said to me that him and I would buy a house 50-50. And I told him, bruh, I'd never buy a house as a man. I must live in your house as Mrs. All the other things will be done by me. All the household things will be done by me, guys, without an issue. But not to bang 50-50 on the title deed. I can have my own property, that's not an issue. But as a family, my own show, that's just a preference for me. And I just saw that there's a number of things that we are going to disagree on because we are not from the same school of thought, primarily because he's a couple of years younger than me, but obviously he's ahead of me in terms of our career, like the legal fraternity, because he's an attorney already. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why I was attracted to him, type of thing, because I could learn a lot from him. Yeah, well, hence going back to my point of I have not been exposed to the circles of where the caliber of man I want to meet is in. I've dabbled because of this guy that I'm talking about. Yeah, well, and it gave me so much hope on the fact that you don't have to play stupid anymore, Pumanel. You are smart, you are an intellect, you're an academic. Yeah, well. And guys, as much as I might come across as confident and stuff like that, but when it comes to my ability, my mental ability, or my smartness, I used to always play it down. Always. And that resulted in me not doing as well as I wanted, I could have possibly done with my first degree. And the one person, oh my mom, may her soul rest in peace. The one person who said, oh, clever, when I clever. It's not clear. Obviously, that was the pinnacle of success in black communities then. It's not clear. So when I said I wanted to go study law, it was easy for her to say, okay, because she knew. Do you know what I mean? She knew more than I knew. Yeah, but in fact, you're gonna conquer this because you're smart. The reason, I said I've been playing dumb, is the fact that I've always been scared to own. I've always been scared to be clever, guys. Like, I know this sounds stupid, but I'm 33 and I'm proud to say that I'm smart. It was never this easy. The men you meet will be like, type of thing. And you're not even tell in great car, you are giving your opinion in terms of A, B, and C. And the men we've been exposed to, unfortunately. So hence I will always appreciate this guy that I was seeing about. He showed me that I can have a conversation with a man and not have to dumb myself down in terms of I can use the words I would normally use if I was speaking to someone who's my friend or whatever the case is. I need my foundation brush. Or whatever the case is. There's this one day that sticks out the most. I'm busy going on as usual. He'll look at me and be like, oh, what's that type of thing? But not in a bad way, in a very endearing way, actually. And I'm like, no. My appetite is insatiable. He's like, insatiable. I'm like, it's insatiable, babe. Guys, when my fan was fluttering, I'm like, I'm so turned on. That is amongst other things, guys. I really need a man who's smart. That's the caliber of man that I speak of. Street smartness, yes, but book smart more than street smart. Because I'm well read and well educated, I need someone like that, guys. I think a PhD be minimum. Okay, I'm joking, guys. Like, I'm not judging anyone or anything of the sort, guys, because my mom doesn't have formal education. My mom has a teacher's course. She was a teacher, but she never went to university, and then she just decided she wants to be self-employed because that's just her. You know what I mean? So it's just, for me, I've identified, and I just need to be patient. Let this year be my waiting for Boaz. Let it be my year of waiting for Boaz. Yes, I'm lonely here and there, but I've got you guys, I've got myself, I've got YouTube. This is the reality, guys. I'm so happy with everything you guys can see. Can't bony face sitting, but can you behind closed doors? So if someone comes along, I'm not closed to dating, but I'm going in with a magnifying glass. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm 33, like I said, this year 2021. I can't just be dating for dating. I've done that. I've learned all the lessons I needed to learn. Everything. I'm not okay with being single at all. I know how to keep myself company. I know. I know how to keep myself company. So having a companion is nice. I don't know when I lie. It's one of the best things in life. But I'm just over, guys. And especially this year, it's books before babies because boys bring. It's books before boys bring babies. So just ensure everything is nice and blended, guys. I think my contour is fading, but that's fine. I just want to sit. So I'm going to use this as to set my under eye. So that's basically my plans for the year. Just want to say, and I want to thank God that my mental health was spared in 2020 and 2019. I still have the will to live. I haven't given up on anything. I've never been so excited in my life, guys, because my future is tangible. It is so tangible. So the only thing I want to be left to do, guys, now, you guys have seen everything, is basically mascara and blush and setting spray, and then just do my hair. So since we are done with our little chat and this video is long enough, I'll just come off to close off the video. Everything turned out so well, guys. You can tell by the smile on my face. Anyway, guys, this is the finished look. I just have on my nude lip combo, as you guys already know. And yeah, guys, here's the eyeshadow. Line is not pristine, but it works. And since I really hope I was able to articulate myself, and you guys got a gist of what I was trying to say. I wasn't trying to offend anyone, but this is just me in my life and how I choose to approach it. I don't know any better. I'm not better than anyone. If I came across as that, I'm not condescending in any way, but this is just me. And I think this video is very important to have on my channel, a video of this sort to have on my channel, so that a year from now, 2 years from now, I can look back and be like, this worked out, this didn't work out, this worked out, this didn't work out, just to track my own progress, my own life's progress. Yeah, well. And I hope I can I was able to inspire the next person to be like, oh. Again, whatever I say, take with a grain of salt. I can, behind closed doors, rectify anything I might have shared, but I might not necessarily be able to come on the camera and be like, this is how I change things, you know. So adapt whatever I take and apply it to your own life if you choose. If you want to see more of these videos, I've been saying this countless times, but I really enjoyed myself. Like, and I at least have a better roadmap because I've spoken about it and it actually makes sense versus me just thinking something. Please don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah.